Well, howdy, hi, everyone. So I have a question for you. Have you ever woken up and said to yourself, I wonder what I want to do when I grow up? Well, that seems to be my daily existence. Um, Bonnie and I say we're 60 going on 16, and because we're never growing up anytime soon. And that seems to apply to pretty much everything in my life. I was at a podcasting networking meeting today, and one of the things was that the riches are in the niches or the niches, however you want to say that, is the more specific and more specialized your product or service is, the better. So I'm just going to say that's never ever been true for me, even when I've tried. So the reality is many of the things I do today and I've done over the last 40 years have resulted from somebody calling me up or contacting me and said, "Could you help me with X?" And often I haven't said no, even though I wish I had. And that's included things like doing publishing a book. So I one of the things I do now is I help people publish books. And that started with I was doing some stuff for Rocket Norton, and he asked, I finished writing my book. Can you help publish the book?" So I went through the steps of publishing the book. Now, 30 years later, that's a common thing that I do. People want to come to me and they finish their book, and I help format that. Maybe do some a little bit of editing, help with the cover, put and launch it. And same with online courses. People have had things they wanted to do, and I figured out how to do online courses and marketing. Marketing too is they want to say, I want to sell concert tickets. Okay, I'll create a website or landing page and sell concert tickets or theater tickets. And that's so I've ended up doing an awful lot. I've done I put in like 10,000 hours doing video, done everything from food security, food rescue projects, building urban gardens, urban farming, tons and tons of music videos, even a couple of quirky um, trailer park boys style music videos that to this day get thousands of views. And lots of little vignettes, a lot of little video promoting people, entrepreneurs with their businesses, and a fair number of speaker reels. People want to be a speaker, put together pretty fancy speaker reels. One of the things I've loved doing over the years related to video is family story productions, personal stories, and family stories. Video and audio is a really good way of doing that kind of thing. So I've ended up doing quite a bit of that. I've worked in almost any industry. Um, I went to school, studied literature, and I've read a lot of things, awful lot of things. I liked sort of Shakespeare, and I also liked Russian literature, European literature, and have read a lot, done a lot with that. So that's part of my interest when I did something this year in terms of being actually trying to niche down on something. I ran a thing that says you're writing for fun adventure, trying to encourage people just to write anything without necessarily worrying about whether it was going to sell, and just try to facilitate that. Didn't get much uptake on that. I did for sometimes I did trying to get people to do online courses, and did try to help a few people. Um, the secret to selling almost anything is you have to have something that people want, and that's harder said than easier to say and hard to do. The few things that people have come up and said, I want to try to sell this, and it's been just a matter of creating a landing page, creating a sales page, getting it out there in social media, and people come and they buy it. And then other things take a lot more work to get out there and promote it. So um, one of the things I've been working on, and I have an awful lot of experiences with audio, audio editing and production. I've gotten out of doing a lot of music production, but I'm getting my studio back together again and to do some music and other kinds of production. So that's something I like doing. Um, I've ended up building hundreds and hundreds of websites over the years for various reasons. People have asked me to create it, or sometimes even in a marketing context, I think you need a website. And so I created a blogging website. And even today, I still offer I don't like to do full websites where you get 20 people all with an opinion about, what color this should be or where this should be or arguing about stuff. I have no patience for that. And you almost can't be paying me enough to get into a project. I've worked in places where I got paid an awful lot, and you try to keep the project going on forever and ever and never deliver anything. That's where the money is. But that drives me nuts. So I don't do it. So, but if you do want a landing page, or a blogging website, I'm the person to talk to about that. I do hybrid things, that WordPress and Kartra, and again, Kartra is something else. I started because I wanted to do online courses, so I found this platform called Kartra, and I've been using that for projects for a long time. So there's not very many people who know more about Kartra than I do. And again, it's not for everyone. I've had some clients where somebody has talked them into getting a Kartra account, and then they haven't done the work in order to have something that people want. So Kartra's not the magic thing. Go high levels, not the magic ticket. None of those things are the magic ticket. They all do similar stuff, but there are things I can help with. I've done ridiculously diverse things with Kartra. During COVID, I had a very large health food company down in the States. I used Kartra to facilitate online demonstrations, things that they normally did in stores, they did online. So you can make it do almost anything. So where else is this? So a while ago, I did create a relatively verbose and concise description of what I'm doing, offering for publishing services. So mostly, I present myself as a multimedia publisher and marketer. And let's take a look here. And so I created this badge: story productions, books, courses, blogging sites, marketing, all those things I just mentioned. There's a presentation. You click on there and you watch another video similar to this one. And here, make an appointment. So what I'm going to say, I, you know, if there's anything that you're stuck with, like maybe you've got a coach who's telling you need to do an online sequence or a landing page, or do a video introduction or a webinar or anything like that. So almost everybody who comes to me is somebody's told them they needed to do something and they have no clue how to do it, or they don't want to do it. That's the thing. It's, a lot of these things involve a certain amount of technical pain and suffering. The personal and family story productions, I really love doing that, and that I've done a ton of those things, and that's multimedia. It could be a website, could be a video presentation. I just recently did something related to this. I did a celebration for Rocket Norton. Passed away just over a year ago, and I created a video summarize what he had done with almost everything he did in his life. A lot of music played in Prism, Seas of Time, the Rocket Norton Band. Created a planetarium show called Visions, Mission Andromeda. So I had a bit of that. Also helped him sell How to Coach Baseball to Kids video program, and and a bunch of things about his family life and books. Again, I helped him publish a lot of books. That's where I started from. He asked me to publish a book. I ended up helping him publish about 6 books by the end of it. And so again, I've been involved with a couple of speakers groups and authors groups, and those two really, if you're writing a book, you should probably look into speaking. If you're wanting to be a speaker, you should be probably doing a book, and I really think combining it with a course. Again, this video for all occasions. my YouTube channel, which is in this article. There's a link to this article in the show notes. And I've got, you could, I don't know how many, 600 or 700 videos in there. It's kind of like an archaeological dig about everything I've ever been interested in since 2007. And I have this thing called the Golden Sales Machine, which combines publishing a book, publishing a course, or a membership program, and going from there. And I also advocate that if you've got a book, you can take that content, create it into video clips, audio, blogs, all sorts of stuff to get the word out and get you known everywhere. So pretty good. I got pretty good tricks for getting your videos and blog posts out in search engines. And yeah, and then I have this golden publishing retainer offer. Anyway, let's go back to here. This thing here, where's my banner? Where did my banner go? Yeah, Greg Dixon does stuff. So that's pretty much it. That's it. That's the theme of this little broadcast is if you have something you want done, I've been driving, been doing all sorts of things. Almost no industry I haven't had something in. And if you need help with almost anything, just, what the heck? Hey, give me a call and say, wow, this is what I'm doing. What value you can add to this? So there we go. Yeah, there you can contact me, send me a message. The website has, let's see, go back here. There are buttons here: discuss with Greg Dixon, make a calendar appointment. That's also done with Kartra. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. What I might do throughout this week is I might just do a little feature every day about one of these projects that I've done, and then maybe something will trigger that says, well, okay, I want to do that, or I need to do that. You need help with that, and we'll go from there. So anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Talk to you later.